Good morning, Jody. So I understand that you live in Minnesota. What brought you to Minnesota?
I came to Minnesota for work, actually. I was recruited by General Electric out of graduate school, and they relocated me and my then girlfriend, now wife, to Minnesota. We've been here since 2006. Before Momentive, I was at an agriculture technology company called Advanced Agrolytics. Was the chief commercial officer there. I had a team of about 115 services people. We were responsible for both sales and then supporting our customers on an ongoing basis. And it was really a service product that we were selling to help farmers achieve their goals, improve their profitability, and run their operations more efficiently. So farmers actually have a lot of the same goals that associations have.
Isn't that interesting? Now, since we became Momentive, we have changed the operation so that now we have essentially one professional services operation across the entire company, one customer success and one customer support. And you're the person that we tagged to be in charge of professional services. So give us a sense of the kind of the breadth of the solutions that you're responsible to support.
Yeah, so moving to the functional model has really allowed us to bring to bear a much broader set of resources to help our customers through their implementations and their projects. Our team spans all of our AMS products, so think Nimble AMS and Aptify, Your Membership, and NetForum, and a newly acquired Cobalt. And so I've got all of the AMS solutions on one team and working together. And then I've also got all of our learning management products. So Freestone and Crowd Wisdom and our newly acquired Path LMS are all on the team as well. We've got our event technology suite is in the family as well. So Attendee Interactive and Configio and Trip Builder Media, Expo Logic and Core Apps. And we work closely with the careers team, and we've got the nonprofit suite, so MIP and GiveSmart. And then we've got the kind of the overlay analytical tools that Nucleus can bring to bear. So all on the same team, all working together. We have a lot of customers that actually have multiple Momentive products. And so by having a team that spans all of those different product lines, we can do projects for our customers a lot more efficiently and effectively and get everybody working together. And it's going really well.
That is a big portfolio. And
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I lost a lot of sleep and the hair turned gray just leading the team for Nimble. So I'm impressed that you've taken on such a big group. So what are some of the changes that you put in place since you joined the team?
Yeah, so the first thing obviously is the functional structure, and so that has made the team just a lot more expansive. And what we found is we've got a lot of similar skill sets across the various teams, and that allows us to resource projects a lot more effectively and a lot more promptly. And so we've always got the right resource ready based on the project requirements. So that's been a huge help. We've also put a lot of new process and tools in place to help the team be more effective. So we're helping customers get live faster. We're reducing their time to value. We're mitigating a lot of the risks that can be associated with a big software implementation. So our customers are going live. They're having fewer post-implementation support issues, fewer bugs. They're going live on time and under budget. So it's been working really well.
That's great. And of those things, what do you think have had the most positive impact, and maybe what you're most proud of up to this point?
Yeah, one of the things that we're doing is really trying to get our customers into the systems faster so they can actually experience it and touch it and feel it. And so we're trying to go away from having them understand how the products work from a PowerPoint deck or a presentation, and actually getting their data into the system really quickly. Not fully customized yet, but getting their data into the basic system, allowing them to then use it, see what works, see what doesn't. And so then when we do get into the customization and the configuration, we can do it based on them having had hands-on experience with the tool. And then we don't have to guess about what's going to work and what's not. And that's allowed us to reduce a lot of the rework that can go on in an implementation process, and we can just allows us to go a lot faster.
I'm probably closest to projects related to Nimble, NetForum, Aptify, and probably more so Cobalt moving forward. And I've been seeing that in action, and I have heard really good things about it. When you think about the process, the challenge always was when you would go into these discovery sessions without the customer really seeing the product, that they since they didn't know what the product could do, they tried to say, well, we need all these things to be built.
Right.
And so then, of course, we would take those all down and we would then go build those. Now what happens is as you said, you get them in the software early with some of their data. Now they can say, oh, I can see the product can do all these things. Now I don't need to ask to have you configure those. And so it's actually seems to have shrunk the amount of work that you guys ultimately are doing to implement the projects, which anytime you keep somebody closer to baseline, that's better. Of course, the cost and the time is an improvement. So I can see how that would be an area where I agree with you has had a huge impact.
Yeah, and we don't just think about what we're doing as setting up a piece of software. We're also consulting on process. And so, it's not just about taking the piece of the great software that we have and making it replicate the process that you previously had. It's about thinking more holistically about where the customer is trying to go, understanding their needs and where they're trying to get, and then helping to improve their processes, facilitated by great technology to achieve more effective outcomes.
Yeah, that's great. So kind of looking forward, are there things that you want to do next, or like you have something that you think you want to try soon that with the kind of the evolution of the team that you think again will have a positive impact for our clients?
Yeah, we're actually in the process of implementing a new professional services automation piece of technology that's going to allow for even better team collaboration, even better resource application towards projects, and I think it's going to make us a lot more efficient at serving our customers' needs. It's the next evolution in the process and team structure work that we've been doing. So we've made a lot of progress to date. There's even more to come, and we're really actually starting to even see it in our NPS scores. We've really been doing a lot of work as well, trying to talk to our customers and understand how we're doing and what we can do better, and working with our customers. So it's not just us improving the process; we're doing it with in collaboration with our customers, and our NPS scores are really trending the right direction, and so it seems to be working.
Well, I've noticed that you're asking the NPS question immediately after go live, which is quite frankly the opportunity that is most fraught to get a negative score from someone because they've gone through this process and they're not easy. And so it's impressive that you're driving those scores up and asking the question at that time as opposed to waiting 2 years later when they've settled into the product. So I think it's great. And this next step, interesting enough, we couldn't have done that before because each brand had its own little team doing things slightly differently. So then applying a big project management tool like that wouldn't have made any sense. But now you have the opportunity to further professionalize the group and then bring more stringent process and methodology to the team so they're all doing things the same way. So I think the timing is absolutely right, spot on.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, one of the greatest strengths that we have as Momentive is because we do have this portfolio of solutions that are all synergistic, we can create more value for our customers than we would be able to if we were standalone businesses. And so by operating as one Momentive, as we call it, and then structuring our teams the right way and giving them tools that facilitate that as well, we can create more value for our customers because they can take advantage of the breadth of the solutions we have to offer.
Yeah, exactly. We're finally applying our size and scale to the advantage of our clients, which is something we hadn't really done before. So you and leadership above you, Mike Shea and Mike Hendricks, have really done an awesome job at making these changes. Before we wrap up, I suspect our listeners would love to hear something interesting about yourself.
Yeah, as you mentioned, I live in Minnesota with my wife, and we have two daughters. We have a 4 and a 6-year-old. And like so many Minnesotans, we like to do things in the outdoors a lot. We fish and boat and golf and ski in the winter because in Minnesota you have to have winter activities or you will go out of your mind. And so it's been really fun introducing our daughters to all of the activities that my wife and I enjoy and watching them grow and start to get excited about doing some of the things that we have a lot of fun doing. And then when I'm not doing that, I also volunteer with a conservation program with Ducks Unlimited. And so, yeah, that keeps us pretty busy.
Oh, that's amazing. Now I live in Florida, and when I tell people that Minnesotans are very active in the winter, it always surprises them. And you're absolutely right. I think it's just a commitment to a good life, and you just become accustomed to it, and you find things It's interesting to do. Otherwise, you'd be living in a dark, cold place. So,
Yeah, you have to.